to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Hello, I am Locutus, and welcome to Darkest Dungeon. A really cheerful game where everyone dies horribly every 5 minutes, and if you're not dead, your heroes go insane half the time, and so I thought it would be only fitting to play through the game and name all my heroes after you guys, my wonderful friends, because if you can't send your friends to their untimely and horrible demise and insanity, who can you? So yeah, Darkest Dungeon. I have had a few goes at this, and every one of them has ended in horrifying failure, because this game is in fact pure evil. You can get it on Steam, it's pretty cheap. It's not really like any other game I've ever played. It's essentially sort of a party-based sort of dungeon crawly role-playing game type thing, turn-based strategy sort of thing, but it's got a very unique style to it, and very sort of simple tactics, but very engaging, and you manage your heroes sort of all gaining various psychoses and terrors and phobias of the dungeons as you go in, and you can't change, you can't go backtrack or anything. It saves everything that happens is permanent. So, and it is brutally unforgiving. I mean, I've had characters die in the tutorial permanently. So we're going to start out. I'm going to start out by naming the characters after folks on my friends lists. If you guys don't know me personally and are watching this video and want to be a character in this play, and we can name someone after you, just pop in the comments and I will gladly do so. I can't promise you'll live more than 5 minutes, but there we go. Okay then, so campaign. Let's start a new one. We will start a new one. And we will call it Locutus Collective. And the narrator in this game is just awesome, so I will be quiet for a minute and let you listen to his voice rather than mine for a minute again.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Dark. It doesn't matter what you are describing or talking about, it will sound terrifying and foreboding. I mean, just so you could talk like, and then the fluffy bunnies frolicked in the field all day. And it was a lovely sunny day full of rainbows and flowers. I can't do it anywhere near as well as him, but just imagine that. Imagine children's nursery rhymes in his voice. They would sound like the most horrifying thing you can imagine. Guy's awesome. I have no idea who he is, but I bet he has seen a lot of work in voice acting in the past. So right, this is the game, basically. You are in a room. Click on another room on the little map down here. And that will basically set us on a course to go to the next room. So we're going to go there.
Brigands,
and then when you're in that corridor, effectively, you just move left and right. And you can read it on the screen if you like. I'm not going to actually pause most of these, so I'm just going to skip through most of these videos. Whereas if you actually want to read them, just pause the video, obviously, but as you get to different areas there, you can have sometimes random encounters like this.
In brutal fashion,
this bandit.
That all may hear of your arrival.
Ow. The way combat and things work in this game, this is the hero whose current turn it is. It's Dismas the Highwayman, who we will rename. That's right, some of you might even die in the tutorial. So let's have a look at my friends list and say we're going to do this unless anyone specifically opts in and says yes, I want to be in this. All I'm going to do is go to my friends list at the moment and just pick people off the top. Some characters are obviously male or female though, so I will basically pick the next sort of male or female person on my friends list. So, the first person in the order according to my phone at the moment is James. Congratulations, you get to be the Highwayman. You may or may not survive. Now, anyway, the way it works, you can see down here there's sort of these little red dots and yellow dots on the left there, and there's 4 spaces. Now, there's 4 possible spaces on each side, from my side and the enemy side. And each ability, like for example this open vein attack here, I can use it if I'm standing in one of the first 3 slots on my side, and it can target the first 2 slots on the enemy side. Simple as that. This Grape Shot Blast, I can use it if I'm standing in one of those 2 slots. 2 middle slots on my side, and it will hit all 3 of the first slots on the enemy side together, which is why it's linked like that. And you can see how they work. This one's grayed out, you see, because it can only target the rear 3 slots on the enemy side, and he's in the front, so I can't target him with it. So I'm just going to stab him with Open Vein, which will give him a bleed chance as well, which will do damage over time. That did quite a bit of damage anyway. And now we have a Crusader, who at the moment is called Reynold. Now, we're going to rename him as well. And the next guy on my friends list, who is male, is Vince. So Vince, you are the Crusader. And you can see here they have some ability traits, like for example, he has Warrior of Light, which means while the light level is above 75%, or 75 or above, you get plus 10% damage. Light is a big factor in this game. You light torches to keep the light level up, and they gradually burn down, and it gets darker and darker, and that has different effects on the game as a whole. And unfortunately, Vince has a couple of problems already. He is a kleptomaniac, which means he's prone to stealing items. That means when I loot stuff, there is a chance, if he's in the party, I won't get the loot. He'll just sort of whistle nonchalantly, wander over, and pocket it. He also has God-fearing, which means while he's in the town, the only thing he can do for stress relief is go to the chapel and pray. There are other options in the town, but Vince can't use them. You can fix that, and God-fearing is actually quite an annoying one, so I probably will try and fix that by sending him to the sanitarium at some point, but we'll have to deal with that later. For now, we are going to go with Smite, and just attempt to kill this brigand.
Press this advantage.
Which we do pretty successfully. There you go, the awesome narrator cuts in again. He speaks like all throughout the game. It's fantastic. It adds so much atmosphere to the game. The game's pretty cheap on Steam, but I think it's about £10 at the moment, but you know, it's Steam. Keep an eye on it, it'll be on sale at some point. I don't think I paid that for it. I can't remember what I got. But it's a lot of fun, and I hugely recommend it to everyone. Anyway, let's continue on here. Here is something we can loot. Now, I think if I switch to James and then loot, there is less chance of Vince's kleptomaniac trait going off, but I'm not sure. What's James got out of interest? James has hard noggin, which means he's more resistant to stun. He's got quick reflexes, so he's got a bonus to his speed. And he's a known cheat, though, which means he's not allowed to gamble in town. Let's loot.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
However, you will find, in those forgotten places, at about half the time, probably more in my experience, because the game is mean and hates me, you don't get loot. A trap just goes off and stabs you and you lose a bunch of health. There is no natural healing in this game, by the way. Your characters, once you've lost health, you've got to survive and get back to town or use items or spells to heal, and you can't use spells outside of combat.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no
shooting
longer
me.
welcome.
Okay. Now I could just start bleed on this guy, but he's got 25% bleed resist. Actually, so does this guy, so the other option is I can do a Grape Shot Blast, which does... See, that one's minus 15% damage mod. That's minus 25. That's minus 50, but it'll hit both of them. I think I'm just going to try and open vein on the main guy, because he's... quite like him to bleed. Yeah, so he's going to be taking damage every turn now. It's every one of his turns, unfortunately. Zealous Accusation does less damage, but again it'll hit both. I'm going to try and stun the big guy. Yep, he's stunned, so his next action, he'll just bleed and won't get to damage me. Now I'm going to Grape Shot both of them, I think. I hit the main guy, but the other guy dodged it. And we'll try and stun the big guy again, I think. Yeah, because if we can keep him stunned, that's awesome. Because he doesn't do that much damage. I can take that. So what does I actually take? Aim, plus 4 accuracy, plus 5% crit chance. I'm actually going to start picking this guy off, I think. Because if I can keep...
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
This guy's stunned, we can just bludgeon him to death with the butt of my sword gradually. Hey! Oh, damn it, he resisted the stun. Oh, now I'm bleeding. Unfortunately, I don't have any bandages. Grape Shot time, I think. I think. Ow! See what I mean about this game being vicious? Look at the health of my characters. Vince, smite him.
The bigger the beast, the
Well
greater
done,
the
that
glory.
man. Ah! Excellent. Dodged. And stabby stabby. Bleed, you son of a bitch. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
You may have noticed those sort of flashes over my head, by the way. That's you can see below the health bar, there is this white bar, which is stress, and you can see there it's building up gradually. We've got a skeleton key, which can be unlocked strong boxes and doors. Some more onyx, some deeds, and some busts. You get family heirlooms because you're trying to retrieve your family estate, effectively. You, the player, are not these guys. You, the player, are this sort of heir to this kingdom who's hiring these adventurers, effectively, to try and retake your lands. So, you can lose your entire party, you can lose entire missions, and the game carries on. You just have to recover from it. Now, I can exit the dungeon now, but let's loot this chest first. Oh, hang on, no. Let's use... Oh, have I missed my... Something doesn't look quite right. Oh, that did nothing. Guess it wasn't locked then. The chest looks trapped. I'm going to open it anyway. Oh, that's not too bad. Blight would be pretty bad because I'd take damage over time, but we're at the end of the mission anyway, so we'll exit the dungeon. You do heal up gradually in town, but we got 900 gold worth of stuff and some heirlooms. And they both got some resolve, XP, but not enough to level up, I don't think. Oh, no. Characters gain traits as they go. They're not all good either. So Vince has gained Slayer of Beast. He gets bonus accuracy and damage versus beast-type monsters. And James has gained... Oh dear. James has gained Enlightened, so in town will only meditate for stress relief. That's all you can do for stress relief. However, he gets plus 20% strength heal if he goes to the brothel because he's a nymphomaniac. But unfortunately, because he's an enlightened nymphomaniac, and he's not allowed to go there anymore. So, unlucky, James. But again, we can cure enlightened. I guess. Is cure really the right word? Maybe relapse? You gain those traits, they're completely random as far as I can tell.
Such as it is.
Oh, I'll be quiet again.
This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them. Okay, so James is now an apprentice highwayman level 1. Vince is now an apprentice crusader level 1. And as you can see, there's quest goals here. There's a lot of quest goals. Roster goals, all sorts of goals to do. I've never got very far in this game. Put it this way, I've never managed to defeat the Apprentice Necromancer. I've never managed to reach the Apprentice Necromancer without dying horribly. The game is just... You have not seen anything yet. What you just saw was not even close to as unforgiving as this game gets. So anyway, here we are in town. At the moment, most of this stuff is locked, so we can't go to the sanitarium. We can't go to the Abbey. We can't go to the tavern. We can't visit the Nomad Wagon, or whatever this is. What is this? I have no idea what that even is, it doesn't say. We can't go to the blacksmith. Or we cannot go to the guild. And we cannot go to the survivalists. We can, however, go to the stagecoach. And we can go to the graveyard to see everyone who ate. Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
cheery as usual. Yeah, this is empty at the moment, obviously. That won't last long, I don't think. And we will go to the stagecoach to recruit some new heroes.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Now, we can upgrade the buildings in the town as well, so we can upgrade the stagecoach here. And we have two choices. We can increase the number of available heroes, which is the number available to recruit any given point. Or we can increase the size of our roster. Now, we have down here, as you can see, all these busts, portraits, deeds, and crests. That's essentially, the family heirlooms are your currency to upgrade stuff in the town, effectively, whereas gold is what you use to actually buy gear. Now, I'm going to upgrade the number of available heroes, because at the moment, obviously, we're nowhere near our roster limit anyway. We've got 2 out of 9. So it's much more useful to increase the number of available heroes rather than the number of... there's a lot of different classes as well. So, we'll upgrade that once.
Ambition is stirring in distant
cities.
We can use this.
I think we'll leave that there for now and actually save those, because we want to save some of this to upgrade some of the other buildings as well. And 3 will do for now, I think. So let's close that off. Now that won't apply immediately, that's the next time it refreshes, so next time we come back from a quest there'll be 3 available rather than 2. We are, however, going to hire both of these guys. We're going to hire this Plague Doctor.
What better laboratory?
And we're going to hire this Seeker Vestal. And we're going to name them. So, the Plague Doctor, who also suffers from, well, yeah, I suppose suffers from is fair enough. Nymphomania. He has a love interest, which means he will only visit the brothel for stress relief. Blimey, we have a dodgy party already. And Mercurial, which means he's resistant to disease. Which, I'm not even going to comment on that one, given the other stuff already, but I'm pretty sure you can read between the lines there. So, who is this Casanova Plague Doctor? Crazy sex maniac, dodgy geezer extraordinaire, Glenn Quagmire, eat your heart out. Let's have a look at my friends list and see who's up next. And it's Gareth. You whoremongering swine. And then we have the Seeker Vestal, who is irrepressible, resistant to affliction again, and an amateur armor smith, better at upgrading weapons. And she seems an all-round good sort, so let's see who it is. And congratulations, Claire, you get to be the irrepressible armor smith Vestal, which is a odd set of traits to have. Okay, actually I don't know what spells he's got. So you've got... you can heal the party, Hand of Light, general self-healing, and general mace to the forehead. And Gareth has Noxious Blast. I should have named this one really, shouldn't I? Plague Grenades, Incision for stabbiness, and there. Okay, so let's go into another dungeon. I think we'll do one dungeon with like a full-size 4-man party, and then we'll probably pause the video there. So let's embark on another journey.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Captain Cheerful rides again. So, we go to the ruins, because we can't go to any of these other places because they're all locked. Now, this may look a relatively small map, but each of these regions has pretty much unlimited dungeons, and they get harder and harder, and I've never even got past the first region. So, this is a short dungeon, which means I don't get any camping. In longer dungeons, you get to make camp periodically, which allows you to heal up mid-dungeon and, you know, rest up, get some more, and use a whole set of secondary abilities of survival skills your characters get, which we will, I'll explain when we get to there. So, the goal of this mission is complete 100% of room battles. So, basically every random encounter where there's a fight in a room, not the corridors, every room where there's a fight I have to complete to finish the dungeon. You don't have to explore the whole dungeon, just all the fights in the end rooms. Some of the end rooms might be empty. So, you know, if we find all the ones that have got fights in, the game will tell us we've finished the dungeon. You can carry on and explore everything. So, we need to assign our party there. Now, Vince's preferred position is at the front, because he has abilities that work generally best when he's faced straight up. James works best in the middle 2 slots. Gareth works best in the 3rd slot back, because he can use, yeah, all his abilities there. So we'll put Gareth in that slot there. And James can use all his abilities from the 2nd slot. However, Claire also has that. Right, okay, she can use her attack from there. Now, Claire's got her only healing abilities at the moment, and those work fine from the rear, so we'll put her at the back. And James, you can go in number 2 slot. And then we get to provision. And we can spend some money on stuff.
Measured now in gold, later in blood.
And you pick how much money you want to spend. Obviously, the more money you spend on... This is the thing to note. Whatever you buy in provisions, this is for this dungeon only. And if you don't use it, you don't get it back. And you don't get a refund for the extra stuff you haven't used. It's just wasted. So you can go crazy and obviously buy loads and loads of stuff, and you'll have plenty of stuff for any situation, but you'll also run out of money very fast. So now you need torches, because they keep the light level up, without which you are screwed and get ambushed left, right and centre. So we want at least, I'd say, let's take 8 torches. And we probably want at least 8 food. Food can be used to heal, but it doesn't give you a lot of health back at all. It gives you hardly anything. But if you take too long and... Well, if you're in a dungeon long enough, you need to have food, because it'll say at a certain point, your party's hungry, you need to stop and have some food. And if you haven't got enough meals to feed the whole party, everyone loses health and sanity. But 8 and 8 should do for now. You can buy this other stuff to, like, cure specific things, but we'll save our money for now and chance it. 5 minutes later, everyone's dead, fairly confident. I'm a little confident. Oh god, we're going to die.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Okay, so you can see down here, the maps obviously change around a bit. Now we'll start by going to this room off the right, because it's a dead end. And we have to clear all the rooms. The rooms, obviously, as like I said, it's only the end rooms here, so not the corridors, so we have to move through this corridor. Nothing. Ow! Trap!
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
Oh, incidentally, unless I found there's something that comes later in the game, you can't detect traps like that. If you haven't discovered them by finding a map or something, then they just go off and hurt you randomly, because the game is a dick. That, however, is... Ooh, wrong button. A free torch. Yoink. You can see up there the light meter, by the way. At the moment, it is 75%, which means we get more stress. But not... It's only 1 plus next to stress, but we get a plus to scouting and a plus to the monster surprise chances. Now what we are going to do is consume one of these torches, which will put the light level up to 95. And you see we're no longer getting stress from the darkness, and we're getting a double bonus to scouting and monster surprise chance. which means if we get a surprise, then essentially we get a surprise round, we all go first. However, this was a complete dead end, so we'll head back to that room. The way the game works, whether you're always going left to right when you're in a corridor, so even though it looks like we're going, we're actually going back here. So we're seeing the other side of the corridor, effectively. Oh. Let's go through here then. And then we'll go down to this next room. So yeah, even though we're going down now, again, you see we're still going left to right, even though you can see where we are with the little torch on the map. There is some loot, so I will switch. Oh, we're on James already. I don't know if it makes a difference if you actually loot with a different guy, or if, as long as Vince is in the party, there's a chance his kleptomania will kick in, but... I'm not going to chance it while I can. Ow! More traps! You can see that? That just hits someone at random. I think it's random.
Unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Uh-oh. Spiders. This isn't going to go well with Vince leading the party. Well, you might go into a berserker rage and kill them with extreme prejudice. Now, spiders in this game are actually quite weak, I know, so we'll just shoot them with us. Ow! I had to say it, didn't I? I never learn. As soon as I say something like, oh, they're really weak, we'll kill them really easily, we get slaughtered. Noxious Blast would blight them, but I think we're just going to stab them because I don't think we're going to need to Noxious Blast them.
Executed with impunity.
Oh, good strike, sir. Now, Divine Comfort will heal the whole party for 1 and 2 damage. Judgment will just heal... Ah, right, now, Judgment's awesome. I remember now what the skill does. It does damage to that monster and heals yourself. However, like I said, you can't use magic heals outside of combat, so we're actually going to use the party heal to heal the other 2 guys who are damaged. Because I'm pretty sure, with a smite, if he doesn't miss, Vince should be able to kill this spider in 1 shot.
Well,
oh, yes! 24 damage over 7 hit points. Thou art judged indeed.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
And of course, resistance is futile. Oh, come on, I had to say it sooner or later. The channel's called Locutus, for God's sake. Well. Another empty room. On we go then, I guess. Oh. I have been neglecting the light levels. Let's light another torch before we carry on. Light another torch as well, actually. There we go. And loot. Pack has a map inside. Excellent. Maps are fantastic in this game because you can see that scouted a whole bunch of these squares out, so we can see there is a fight there. There's some loot there, some loot there, some loot there, some loot there, another fight there. I think that purple one is a trap, possibly, but it hasn't revealed... Oh. There seems to be...
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Now, if I had a shovel, I could dig my way through this really easily. Without the shovel, we have to clear it by hand, which gives a chance of bad things happening. But we have no choice, so...
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
So we all took a bit of health damage and a bit of stress damage for digging through that big pile of rubble and bodies with our bare hands. Oh, the glamorous life of an adventurer. There's a booth thing here. Let's loot it. Contains hidden treasure. Oh, ambush! And we are surprised. Now, one of the things that does, you will just notice, is it screws our order up. Now that is exceptionally bad, because now everyone's out of order, they can't use half their abilities right. Now, you can swap people's order around, but not much, and that uses their whole action to do it. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to press that. If you skip your turn, by the way, you just lose your action. So we're going to move Vince forward one. And we're going to move the Witch Doctor back one here. And then Claire can heal the party, because she's still at the back where she should be to use her abilities right. And now we're going to cycle James back behind Vince. So yeah, we've resorted ourselves. But that cost us a whole round of actions, in which we haven't been damaging them back. Claire's starting to get stressed out. Vince is getting stressed out. James is really stressed out. Gareth doesn't seem to be too bothered. He's quite happy sitting there throwing noxious grenades at people. Okay, I think we're going to do another heal. Good heal. It only does 1 to 2, so that was the best possible result we could have got from that. Now these guys, Incision or Emboldening Vapors. I'm actually going to use this on James, because James can hit all of them. And this will do bonus damage. If he doesn't die, that is. He resisted the bleed effect there, which is good. Okay, Vince is going to use Zealous Accusation, and that will hit the first 2 guys. What's Bulwark of Faith do? Protection on self. He's got enough hit points to take a few, so... This will hit both of these guys, potentially. Or miss them both. Be dodged away from them anyway. Stop throwing that stuff at me! Oh dear. When you get completely stressed, it's not game over straight away. You just start to go a bit nuts. Okay, well let's shoot them all now with our damage buff. Nice. Heal! Heal everyone! More than that, please. Good dodge, good dodge. Let's use Emboldening Vapors on Vince as well, because he can hit the first 2. And have a Zealous Accusation in the face.
Confidence.
Nice! That's more like it. That's what I wanted. Throwing crap at Claire as well. I'm trying to kill my healer. They're already emboldened, so let's just throw some nastiness at them. Yeah, you don't like it so much yourself, do you, weird little bone courtler? Or bone courtier? And you, Mr. Cultist Brawler. Zealous Accusation!
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Press this advantage.
Take all the loot.
Give them no quarter.
And we'll carry on then. We're going to light some more torches as well, because it's dark and scary. Into the first room. Still no room fights. This is surprisingly unmurdery so far. I was expecting at least, 2/3 of the... Oh, no, not... The one time I don't buy a shovel. I normally buy a shovel at the start of these, because just in case these pop up. I figured, no, I'll save my money. James is going to go nuts when I do this. Actually, Claire might go nuts as well. Well, let's try it anyway. Ooh, excellent.
A moment of clarity in the eye of the storm.
Awesome! When you go over your threshold like that... Yeah, you can either get stressed out and they get a negative trait for the rest of the encounter, or that happens and they become heroic and virtuous, which is fantastic. And he is, yeah, he's got focused at the moment. Is that going to tell me what that does exactly? No, it's not. It just makes them a bit better, I guess. There's going to be a fight in a second, so let's make sure the light level is nice and high so we don't get ambushed. Excuse me. Grape shot! I think emboldening vapors on James. Ah! Boo! There are abilities again like that one that mess with the order of your party. Which is really annoying because that's probably screwed Vince over and means he can't use most of his attacks. Claire's still in the right spot at the back though, so she can still cast the heal everyone spell. Yep, Vince can't do anything except swap positions and move forward a bit. And unfortunately, because it's moved James to the front, he can't use Grape Shot. So we're going to move him back behind Vince again. And then we're going to put Emboldening Vapors on Vince. Now hopefully... Excellent, we can do a Judgment on both of these guys and hit both of them. Nice! And let's have another heal before we finish this one off. That's okay. Ah, good, he resisted the pushback. Vince probably didn't, but that doesn't matter because I think we can still kill it with what we've got left. Have another heal. James can just knife that one. Gareth can do an incision.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
He's just a... Just to suck the joy out of everything, don't you, Mr. Narrator? Congratulations, you've won a fight. Don't forget, you could still die horribly. Loot.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
Lots of loot.
Carried home.
Nice. Now you see that whistles thing there was the kleptomaniac thing, which means I didn't even get a chance to try and loot. If there'd actually been loot in that, I wouldn't have got it. But the map has shown us that there's something in the next room, and I don't think it's actually revealed anything we didn't already know, unfortunately, but let's go through here anyway. Unless there was something else in that map, and Vince just said there was a map. Oh, this is a sarcophagus. Oh dear. James is not looking very healthy. Grape shot in the face, though. Nice. It's good. Actually, I'm quite glad if they attack Gareth and Claire, they've both got lots of hit points left. James can't take much more damage at the moment, so let's put Emboldening Vapors on Vince. Yeah, we really need to heal. As much as I'd like to use Judgment, we have to get heals out on James and Vince. Oh dear. James is at death's door. Now how this works, you don't die immediately on going to 0 hit points, you just go to death's door, and at that point, any further damage can kill you, instantly. Smite! No!
Death waits for the slightest
he got away with it.
Concentration.
However, Vince has snapped, and he is gone hopeless. And Gareth has got afflicted.
Self-preservation is paramount at any cost.
Yeah, they have penalties. Now, James didn't die there because it's essentially a chance. I don't know what the percentage chance is. Oh, he's got away with it twice. That might be because of the heroic thing he's got going that gives him a better chance at... I really need James to... Let's put a plague grenade on the rear too here. And they resisted the... Stop hitting James!
This is no foolhardy.
Oh, crap. Well, first mission out, and we've already lost someone. Sorry, James. You were a wonderful rogue, an awesome grape-shotting, gun-wielding maniac who killed many people. But alas, you never had a chance to cure your nymphomania before you were brutally murdered by some bone defenders, a bone soldier, and a bunch of... The nymphomaniac got killed by a bunch of bones. How ironic. Yes, I'm 5. I think it's time to start using the direct attacks then. Judgment, self-heal. And... good shot, Vince. Killed one of them. Anyone who does die, by the way, once I go through my list entirely, which is very likely to happen in this game, you will have a second chance to come back as another character. Claire can do Judgment again, I think, because we need to start killing these guys off. I was hoping he'd die from that, but...
Dazed. Reeling. About
ow.
to break.
Ow! The worst part of it is this isn't even the end of the dungeon. That's not the end of the world, it's only knocked him... Oh no, it stunned him as well! Stab him! No! Smite! Good shot, Claire. I wouldn't worry about the sample, I'd worry about getting out of here alive if I were you. Good dodge, Vince. Stabby, stabby. Can Vince do his Judgment from there? Ooh, Judgment can hit both of them. I think Vince is up next, so we're going to hit the rear one. Oh, nice! Rising to the occasion here, Claire might save the day. Phew! Well, we got out of this fight then.
This expedition at least promises success.
And loot from the corpses, lots of loot. Let's put Vince back at the front. And we're going to use some of our food now to heal up a bit. Hey? We're going to leave 3 just in case we have to use a meal, but I had to use that to heal Vince. That's the way you see, each one only heals 1 hit point. Let's loot this as well. And gains a phobia through his... So Vince has gained Thanatophobia. I'm not sure what that means. Is that the fear of death, possibly, or fear of illness, or fear of weakness? What the result is, you gain less stress resist when he's below 50% health. I don't know what Thanatophobia actually is. You have to look that one up, I guess. Or... Okay, let's go up this way, because we know there's no fights between here and the next room. Now you see, because we've scouted it, you can see the trap on the floor there, up ahead. And there's a chance we can disarm it. Which we succeed. Let's use some torches to bring the light back up. Now you can retreat from the dungeon at any point, even during a, you can try and run in a fight, then there's a chance of you getting away, but, I reckon we can still do this. See, here we go. Hunger. We can eat free food. The whole party will regain 5% health. Or we can starve, at which point everyone takes stress and damage. We're going to eat, obviously. That's why I had to save those 3 items. Fortunately, we only need to save 3 of them, because James won't be needing his, I'm afraid. In we go. Oh, thank God it's empty. You may be thinking, well, surely that's a bad thing. You want loot and stuff like that, but no, at the moment I just want to finish the dungeon and not have any more fights if I can avoid it. There's at least one more fight going on. That's a corridor fight, so they're not generally as hard. Now, that's a generalization, though. They're not usually as hard, but sometimes they're every bit as evil as the big nasty sarcophagus room boss battles. Like, that was kind of the dungeon boss, I think, but there is a treasure chest in this one, so there's probably a treasure chest if we beat the last room fight. Ooh, more torches. Kleptomania only affects like the loot chests, things like torches and stuff you find. You just get them. Here we go. That's okay. We can deal with this. It would be nice if we still had James and his grape shot ability, but we'll have to manage as best we can, I guess. Don't do the tentacle thing. Oh, thank God. Heal. Alright, so Vince's current hopeless thing. What's hopeless actually do? Seems to mean that occasionally when you try and heal him or do something that would benefit him, he just goes, no, it's hopeless, don't bother using any of your abilities on me, and refuses the heal. That's horrible. And I'm guessing he has selfish, which probably means if you try to heal someone or give a beneficial effect to someone, he just goes, no, I'm keeping it for myself. Claire has focused, which I'm guessing just means she has a higher chance to hit or less chance to miss or something, or... Ah, here we are. Hopeless. That doesn't tell me what it does, that just... it explains what hopelessness is. Oh well. On with the fight. Yeah, judgment. Oh, God damn it! Oh, I see. That's what Selfish does. I didn't even get to choose his ability then, he just did it on his own. Dodge! Dodge! That's not dodging, that's the opposite of dodging. It's being stabbed.
Set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Keep stabbing. Need to kill them. Need to kill them now. We may lose Gareth at this rate. I'm gonna... Oh. No, this will kill one of them if this works. Yeah. Excellent. Heal! 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 2 would have been nice, but better than nothing. Yes, good. Keep attacking the one with hit points. Just... No! Leave Gareth alone! And he's gone crazy as well. Stab! Please kill him. No, that's not killing him. Heal some more. Right. That is a godsend. When someone's at death's door, any healing at all, even one hit point, will take them off death's door, so they won't die from one more hit no matter what. At least not that I know of anyway. It's possible you get hit for really big damage. Now, I could use that. I might kill two of them with that, or kill him and then still do damage to that one. Whereas that will almost certainly kill... I'm going to smite the first one, because I just want to guarantee he's dead. No! Oh, thank God. Heal! For science! What's his other ability? Plague grenade. Yeah. Stab. Just stab him. Keep stabbing him until you can't stab no more. And Vince is going gradually insane. No, that's a miss. I really did not need that. I really didn't need that. He's not actually on death's door, but he might be from bleed, actually. Oh, he's got one more round of damage, but... heal. Oh, god damn it, he refused the heal! I think Vince is going to die from bleed damage.
As life ebbs,
The bleed damage put him to death's door. This could kill him now if this attacks.
reveal themselves.
Don't fail me now. No, that's failing me now. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Oh, he survived. Heal. Oh. Thank God Vince decided to accept the heal that time. And strikes back.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Now... there's one more room. It's definitely got a fight in it, because otherwise that would say, complete already. I have no more food to heal out of combat. I will take a big stress penalty and everything for failing the mission. If I abandon... no, you know what? I'm gonna try. This is almost certainly a terrible, terrible idea. The thing with Darkest Dungeon is... oh no, screw this, I'm out of here. If I survive this first volley of attacks, I'm running. I can't win this fight. Did Vince just stab himself? Yeah, we have to retreat. This is a suicide. So we are going to fail our first quest, and James died. So yeah, Darkest Dungeon, everyone. Give it a try. If you like suffering and pain, and hate life.
This skirmish may be lost, but the battle may yet be won.
It's, no, it's an awful lot of fun, but... oh my lord, is it horrible. The game is just... it just doesn't care. It hates you. It wants your soul.
Wounds to be tended. Lessons to be learned.
But yeah, that's the trick with the game in general, you'll find, is... you have to know when to cut your losses and run. You will finish every mission, you will lose characters, you just got to... it's like it said right at the start in that little splash screen, it's about making the best of a bad situation, every dungeon you go into, the odds are against you. You are almost certainly going to fail probably a good half of the missions you go on in this game. But if you get enough loot to make it worth your while, then, yeah. And that wasn't bad, actually. Even though we failed, we still got 5,000 gold and a ton of artifacts. And we got some XP for, well, no we didn't. We didn't get any XP at all because we failed the mission. And Gareth got a trait. Gareth got Unyielding though, which is plus 10% death blow resistant. That's good, that's very good. And James got a gravestone. Let's go back to town anyway.
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
The tavern is now unlocked, the abbey is unlocked, which is good, because our heroes are stressed out like crazy and need some respite. In fact, there we go. Vince needs respite. Let's go to the abbey.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight.
Now, the caretaker of the town, you can see here, is always in one of the slots in either the tavern or the temple each turn, so you can't use that one, because he is in the penance hall, flagellating himself. However, the transept is available, so we will put Vince in there, and pay... This is why you need so much gold, by the way. It isn't cheap to do stuff in this. We'll pay that. There's treatment. That will also mean Vince will be unavailable for the next quest. And we will also go here.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtains.
And send Gareth to the brothel, which is the only place he can go for stress relief. For 1,500 gold, because it's apparently only slightly more expensive to ahem than it is to, you know, go to the church and pray. Yeah, no one's believing that. And Claire, I think, can do all sorts of stuff. Yep, she can do whatever. So we will pick whichever one is the cheapest. I think there's a chance... Let's just go to the bar. Yep, 1,000. Drink your troubles away. And raise a toast to James, who fought well, but sadly is now in here. Was killed by an apprentice apprentice highwayman met their end against a bone defender, defending his bone from James's nymphomania. Let's go back to the stagecoach. We're going to upgrade this slightly.
Word is traveling.
So there's 4 heroes available now.
Stirring in distant cities.
I kind of wish I'd done that in advance now, because I need a whole new group. And we will hire a new Crusader.
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy purpose.
A new Leper.
A zealous warrior.
And a new Hellion. And we'll name them and have a quick look at what they are, and then we'll probably call it a video. Let's have a look. Our new Crusader is going to be... Back to the friends list I go. Our Crusader is... Paul. And Paul is a Warrens Explorer with a plus 20% chance at scouting caverns, in Warrens anyway. He's a clutch hitter. When his health is low, he gets bonus crit damage, or crit chance anyway, but he has a fear of mankind. He doesn't like other humans. He gets a penalty when fighting them. Okay. And our Leper, who gets the distinction of being the Leper. The Leper is Karl. Now, I don't know why Leper is a combat class, but Leper in this game is actually they're an awesomely powerful class. They do loads of damage. They get some very nice abilities. Hugh, unfortunately, is the really nice one I really like, and he hasn't got that one at the moment. I think you can unlock it later, though. He is a Warren's phobe. He does not like fighting in Warrens. So, ideally, if we know we're going to a Warrens, we want to bring Paul, but not bring Karl. And he is deadly. He gets a bonus crit chance all the time. And then we have the Hellion, who is female. So we get to go back to the friends list and pick who is the next female person on my list, and that is Bex. So Bex, you are a Hellion. And you're also a clutch hitter who gets plus 3% crit chance, and a witness. After seeing troubling behavior, will not take part in prayer activity in town. So yeah, if you've seen something dodgy going on, you lose your faith in God or whatever and refuse to pray. However, that is as far as we are going to go this time, and we will leave this here. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And I hope you've enjoyed having a look at Darkest Dungeon. I definitely want to carry this series on. If you don't like it, let me know. If you, by the way, if any of you have any particular objection to me using, folks off my friends list as names, or anyone doesn't want to be in this specifically, drop me a message and I will, I'll remove you. I'm not going to put people's surnames in anyway, for because I don't want to give people's full names out in a video. Or if you specifically really want to be in the video, or you want to be referred to by a particular nickname or something, let me know. And again, like I said, if you're not someone who I know personally outside of YouTube and stuff, and you want to be in the video as well, just leave a comment, and I will include you in the next opportunity. Anyone who puts a request in directly, obviously, goes straight to the top of the list, will be the next person I name. Yeah, as I say, I hugely recommend checking this out yourself. It's a fantastic little game, and it's just really unique. I suppose the closest thing I can say is it's like a fantasy, sort of gothic fantasy version of FTL, and if you've ever played FTL, you know how horribly addictive and evil that is. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and if you liked the video, click like, and also if you want, click subscribe and see some more of my stuff, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Cheers!